Welcome once again to the Yingling Center. Thank you for joining us today. In the history of every college athletic department, if you're fortunate, there are memorable days and transformational events. We're here to celebrate both today. And now it's my honor to introduce the president of the University of South Florida System, Dr. Judy Genshaft.
Thank you, thank you. It is an honor, a pleasure to be here, and it is such an exciting day and such an exciting week. I'm so pleased to welcome everybody here today and a new member of our USF team. But before I do so, I want to take a moment to thank Scott Call. Where are you, Scott? I saw you right here. There you are. Stand up. Stand up. He's our Deputy Athletic Director for External Operations, who readily stepped up and when asked to serve as interim director of athletics and during this whole process, and did so ably and really terrific. Scott helped to ensure an effective and expedient search by maintaining smooth operations at USF Athletics. He's also serves as a valued advisor throughout the process, and I know he is going to be a very important transition member as part of the team moving forward over the next few months. And thank you for all you do. We really appreciate you. Thank you. I'd also like to recognize Bill Sutton. Please stand, Bill. Yeah. He is our search advisory committee leader and did so ably and helped in leading our successful process. So thank you for all you do. And of course, thank you to the Board of Trustees and the entire USF community for your support and your confidence. You know, when we began our search for a new head of USF Athletics, I was very clear about the qualities that we were looking for, and we would make no exceptions. First, we needed a transformative leader who could take our already strong athletics program and elevate it to new heights. USF Athletics is on such a strong trajectory. In the past few years alone, we've achieved 7 conference titles, back-to-back 10-win football seasons and bowl game victories, top 25 rankings among 9 of our teams, and importantly, a combined 3.11 GPA for our student athletes, the highest level ever for USF. So we needed a leader that could build on this momentum and position us for even greater competition on a national stage, working with key stakeholders in collegiate athletics around the country. Secondly, It was crucial that we found someone with a strong record of leadership experience, someone who could build a solid team and manage a complex business organization guided by clear performance goals. Ideally, we would find someone with strong background in fundraising, marketing, and community relations. He or she needed to understand the importance of academic success as a complement to competitive success. Finally, we were looking for a high level of integrity and strong moral character. For us, these qualities were non-negotiable. The right candidate would have all the professional qualities and experience required for the job, with the foundation of strong values. And I couldn't be happier to say we found all this and more in Michael Kelly. Michael has a wealth of experience across the national athletic landscape and in the Tampa Bay region. He knows how to run a successful business, having served as a leader at the College Football Playoff Organization, the Atlantic Coast Conference, and a long list of athletic programs around the country. He's the only person ever to serve as a lead local executive for 3 different Super Bowl host committees. Importantly, he already has green and gold in his blood, having previously served the University of South Florida under our beloved Leroy Selman. As a matter of fact, Michael was Leroy's first hire. Without a doubt, Michael has the vision, the connections, the relationship building skills that can help take USF to the next level. But even more important than his impressive resume is his professional reputation. Consistently, every person we talked to about Michael praised him as an honest, trustworthy, well-respected among his peers and colleagues. Since news broke of this hire, all reports have been overwhelmingly positive. From news media to highly respected voices nationally to important local and regional stakeholders, the consensus is clear. The University of South Florida hit it out of the park with Michael Kelly. I have no doubts that Michael will be the transformative leader who will usher in a new era for USF athletics, ultimately elevating our entire university and our Tampa Bay region. I am so excited to welcome Michael, Lisa, Kara, Sienna to the Bulls family. All in your green and gold. Yay. Terrific. So before that, before I pause for a minute, I just want to, and ask Michael to come to the stage, I just want to say we are thrilled that you're here. We look forward to your leadership and to the family surroundings. We want to welcome you with open arms and say, go Bulls!
Go Bulls! Go Bulls! Thank you, Dr. Genshaft. The introduction is so kind and very much appreciated. And I simply can't thank you enough for providing me with this opportunity. I'll work tirelessly to make you proud of this choice and couldn't be more excited to join your team and your administration. Your passion and energy for this university is contagious, and you can just feel it in this building and all the great success you've had over your career, and we look forward to adding to that. I'd also like to thank Dr. Sutton for the search and for your confidence in me. It's a real honor. I've been a real admirer of your career, and to have you be a part of organizing something that would lend itself to me is very much appreciated. To have the program you've built here at USF in terms of the MBA sports management program here being the number 4 MBA school in all the world, and of course #1 here in Florida, is just a tremendous honor, and we look forward to working with your program and your students to make our athletic department even stronger and even better. And I'd also, of course, like to thank all the different people involved in the committee in leading Dr. Sutton and President Genshaft to this decision. Lastly, I'd like to thank Brian Lamb, obviously, as the chairman of the Board of Trustees. I don't know if everyone realized just how unique and how special it is to have a former Bull student athlete be at the top as the chairman of our Board of Trustees. I don't know how many times that exists in our 130 peer institutions that play football at our level, but I bet you it's not many. And that's a story that we should be very proud of, to talk about just what you can do as a student athlete at the University of South Florida, and we're obviously very proud of him. And my last thank you before I get into comments is, of course, to my family, to have you all here. They've sacrificed greatly for the professional ambitions I've had throughout my career, and this trip is no exception. So we appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. 25 years ago, I packed everything I had in my car and traveled from my parental home in Washington, D.C. and drove down here to Florida with one day having a dream to have a chance to lead a Division I athletic department. And that dream has come true today, and I owe a great deal of gratitude to so many along the way, and it's just a reminder to all of us that dreams really can come true. This is a special and magical day for me. Tampa Bay feels like home. USF brought me here in 1998 to serve on the committee for the Final Four. That was a great opportunity for us and brought me back now for the long haul. It's very, very exciting, and there's so many memories with the Final Four, with the Super Bowl here, with when my time at the ACC, to be a part of having an ACC championship here in Tampa for basketball and for football. And of course, most recently with the 2017 CFP National Championship game that was hosted so successfully here with the leadership of the Tampa Bay Sports Commission. So many of those friends that are here today, it means a lot to me that you're here, and thank you so much for making that happen. And of course, it's very special for me to be able to have this opportunity in light of the relationship that Dr. Genshaft alluded to with Leroy Selman. I'll be perfectly honest, the institution and the athletic program in my past certainly meant a lot, but it's the fact that I can somehow sit in a similar chair to him in a building that's named after him is not lost on me, and I probably wouldn't be here without it. It's a very impactful part of what it means, and we can't wait to be able to add to his legacy and to his vision along with Dr. Genshaft for the University of South Florida. Had a great chat with Claybra the other night, and it's just really special, and I'm so glad she could be here to join us today. So thank you, Claybra. Well, another thing that attracted me initially to USF back in 2001 when I joined it, and again today, is the youth of the university, quite frankly. And some people might look at that as a weakness, that we don't have these traditions that maybe some other institutions have across the world. The fact of the matter is we have great traditions, we've had great success, but what I like about this youthfulness and what we can able to do is that we're never governed by what sometimes the fearful word of "we've always done it this way." That can get us into traps. That can lead you not to be innovative and not make things happen and try to lead into a new era. And so for me, I kind of look at this as a new opportunity to build tradition, and we're going to build tradition here at South Florida one champion at a time. Champions mean many, many things. Of course, first and foremost, it means what is it on the field and on our courts of play and everything that we do. If we're going to keep score, we might as well win, and we plan to do that, and we plan to do it right and with class and integrity, and we will. We're going to win champions on the field. We're going to be champions in the classroom, continue to be so. As Dr. Genshaft alluded to, just tremendous momentum, and a lot due to the Fishman Center that was just built to help improve our academic centers recently. Is amazing to have the type of grade point average and graduation success rates that we've seen recently. It's tremendous. So awesome momentum there that we're going to keep building on. Champions in the community, of course. I've realized that in the last 2 years, our coaches and our student athletes have done over 9,000 hours of community service in the Tampa Bay region. That's tremendous. Let's keep doing that. Let's keep building it. But we also have so many people in this room that are already in the community and are already champions to us, so many donors, supporters, people that care about USF, that we want to celebrate them as well. And of course, champions in life, as I alluded to the story with Brian Lamb and so many other successful graduates that have come out of playing here at the University of South Florida. There's so many stories we can tell. And the bottom line is, with all this building tradition through one champion at a time, we're going to continue to find unique ways to tell these stories, innovative ways to tell these stories. And when we do that, we build the brand. We've got a great logo, we've got a great brand, but that brand continues to build if we keep telling the story, locally, regionally, and nationally. And when we achieve all these things on the national level, that's when we all here in this room and everyone that's listening online, that's when we achieve what we all collectively see as success for the University of South Florida Athletic Department. And that's what we'll do. Let me briefly tell you what, obviously, what some of the guiding principles about our athletic department will continue to be and will be going forward. Of course, the student-athlete experience guides everything that we do. Every decision we make as an athletic department needs to be about what's best for our student-athletes. Well, of course, have to do it responsibly and what's within our resources and what we can do, but that will guide our every decision. It's all about them. We can't wait to take pride in when we see them on the trophy stages and when we see on the graduation stages of what they do and to tell their stories, as I said. And then being able to watch them become model citizens for our community and for our nation, that's when it really hits home. And the second thing I would say as a guiding principle is a matter of engagement and customer service. I think that's something that we need to do and continue to do and will do even better in the future. The fact of the matter is, folks, that we want to connect with you if you're watching at home. We want to find a way to engage you with the University of South Florida Athletic Department. It really doesn't matter what level. If you want to name our USF football center that we're going to build as fast as possible, we've got a place for you. Season tickets, watching our games on television, buying merchandise. Even if Hiram Green wants to bring some oranges to the soccer game, we'll do it. We'll take it. We want to find ways for engagement for our community in terms of engaging to the University of South Florida Athletic Department. How do you connect? And when you do, we want to make you feel good about it. We want to make sure that we earn that respect and makes you feel good about it and takes pride in what you do for the University of South Florida. There's a famous quote that many of you have heard from Dr. Maya Angelou, who was actually a professor of Lisa's of mine in college. And it goes, you know, you'll never forget what people did. You might forget what people did, you might forget what people said, but you'll never forget the way that they made you feel. And so when you give to the University of South Florida, when you get involved with the University of South Florida Athletic Department, we want to make you feel great. We want to make you feel special, and we want to make you feel appreciated. And that's something that all of our staff are going to follow. So in closing, I just want to say to the residents of Tampa Bay and Bulls fans everywhere that USF is your college team. I don't care where you went. I don't care who you root for in the professional levels. The USF Bulls are your team. And the fact of the matter is, I love that billboard when I've come into Tampa International Airport over the past couple of years for the CFP Championship and for, obviously, my transition here. And it says, every great community has a great university. And in Tampa Bay, that is USF. And we as USF Athletics are a key part of that, and we are proud to do that. We're going to keep doing it. So I'll say, please come run with us, because the Bulls are getting ready to run at a pace that you've never seen before. Bulls speed ahead without question. I can't wait for the journey that's ahead of us, and I can't wait to be a part of it with the people in this room and in this community. So, go Bulls.
So questions from the media. Start right there, please.
Pat Zero with the Lakeland Ledger. What's your top priority, Michael, going in? What do you see as your top priority, the most important thing that you want to do going in?
Thank you for the question. My most important priority is to drink water from a fire hose over the next 90 to 100 days. And by that I mean I want to get to know everyone on our current team. I've already had a great opportunity to meet with our coaches today and our staff, everyone that's in town I've met with, and frankly to listen, learn, and assess the situation we've got right now to see how it matches with our current vision and goals. So that's obviously the first thing. The second thing is to get engaged to that theme of engagement I just spoke of, and get to know, if I haven't already met them here today, from our donors, but to get to know all of them that are currently involved with us, see what their interests are, their passions, and get on board with our external team in terms of how we're going to get that USF Football Center built as quickly as possible.
First row, please.
Nathan Vaughn, the Daily Stampede. When did Bill Sutton and the search committee reach out to you, and when did you decide, okay, this is where I want to be?
Fair enough. It's probably best for me to leave a lot of the specifics. Maybe offline we can talk to Dr. Sutton. He ran the search. I'm not familiar with how it affected anyone else but myself. But I will just say that obviously I had a keen interest in this for all the reasons expressed here today. And this whole process is related to me has really been a 8 to 9 day process. It was very efficient, it was very direct, and we've achieved good closure, and certainly to a closure that I'm very pleased with and very, very proud of.
Up next, please.
Michael, Joey Knight with
Joey,
Hi.
how are you?
One of the things that Dr. Sutton made clear is they were looking for somebody that could help set up USF to take that step to the next level, Power 5 conference, whenever that is. How plausible do you think that is for USF in the near future?
Great question, obviously one that I'm not surprised by. Obviously, we've always had very aspirational goals here at the University of South Florida. We've built a huge athletic department. We had football as a goal for a while. Now we've got such success on a broad level. So that's never going to stop, and frankly right now what we want to make sure we focus on is being the very best that we can be. We're in a great league right now. How do we dominate that league to the best of our ability? That's got to be our goal right now. And when we do that, and when we build the tradition one champion at a time, as I spoke of before, we'll be the best positioned school of anyone in the country for if anything ever else happens. So that's our goal. By creating the excellence and the champion mantra that I talk about, that is how we're going to be right there if there ever is such an opportunity. But right now, we're in a wonderful place. Just look at what we've done. We've had 3 teams in the American that are ranked in the top 25 recently. You've got a gold standard team in women's basketball. You've got great programs in men's basketball and beyond. So we're very proud to be where we are, but we're never satisfied.
Hey Michael, Matt Baker with the Tampa Bay Times. When did you first decide you wanted to be an AD 25 years ago, and why was that a goal of yours?
Great question. During my undergraduate experience at Wake Forest University, I did some volunteer work there. But that college experience just kind of showed me the excitement. I just admired just the passion and energy that a college athletic department brings to a campus. To me, having had an experience in professional ranks and a lot of different things, they're all great. I've appreciated every type of opportunity I've had. But there's something special about college, the energy that comes from it, to watch the student athletes grow, not only on the field, but in the classroom and in life. And frankly, the fact that there's more to it than there is in the pro ranks. I mean, they've got dollars and cents matter. Obviously, our resources are what makes things happen. But knowing that we're graduating young men and women to be better things and improve their lives is very important and very genuine to me. So when I witnessed it in my early college career, it's just something I knew that was something that I would like to experience. And when you watch different mentors across the country and just different programs that have emerged, I knew we could accomplish everything we need to here with what we've got in this community. We're in a very special situation, not only with the momentum that the university has, but with the momentum that this region has. Tampa Bay is rocking right now, and I intend to be a part of it moving it forward.
Go right here to the second row, please.
Do you anticipate any major personnel changes either on coaching staffs or administrative?
Well, I've met all 200 of them in the last hour and a half or so. So at this point, as I said, it's not what you go in with the intentions of, but what we're doing is going in to learn, assess, and make every make the best assessment we can on what we have. Talking to the whole staff today, we're going to be a positive team culture. We've got many sports, but we've got one team, and if people want to jump onto that type of philosophy, there's probably a place for you here at USF. But we're going to make sure we're modeled for excellence. The question was, how do we position ourselves best in the American and nationally? And we want to make sure we have the team that's in place to do that.
Go to the second row, please.
Derek Sharples, limited to preeminent status for the school this week. Is that something that you can aspire to now with the athletics program?
Yeah. Yes, we're going to use that same word. Dr. Genchef's made that very clear. That's our new word. That's a new preeminent. It's fantastic. We talked with the staff today. That is a big deal, and I'll let Dr. Genchef speak to more of that later. But that's huge. That is a differentiator, and it's the same way we expect to differentiate our athletic program. Well, it's pretty simple. It's like we said before. I want to be able to listen to our coaches. I take the first example from them. They're dealing with our student athletes day in and day out, find out what they need, have the right list to know what they think they need to succeed, and try to give it to them. And when they do that, it's all about winning. and winning the right way and winning with class. So I want to do anything I can to make sure we're the winners that the people in this room expect.
This is our path to preeminence. Well, I want to highlight another milestone in today's press conference, and that is just yesterday, the University of South Florida was designated as a preeminent research university by our state university system Board of Governors in a standing ovation. Let me just say, this is the most elite designation for public universities in our state, and it will position the university and the Tampa Bay region for even greater national prominence. It represents the culmination of more than a decade of work toward goals in student success, research productivity, fundraising, and faculty excellence. And it comes with millions of dollars in new resources that we will reinvest in key areas that will further drive our excellence to even greater superb performance. So, Michael and family, thank you. I just want you to know that you are joining a university that is on the move. In terms of preeminence, there are only two other universities that were established. When they established the term preeminence, there were two universities, and they are 100 years older than we are. We are that's it. 3 universities now, and they never thought we'd get here. But here we are, so I have to tell you, this has been an incredibly successful week. This morning, I'm up on my treadmill at 5 going, yes, 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 yes. University of South Florida, we make a difference, and we are on the move in every way, in every aspect. So, the Kellys, I just want to say, you're joining a university that is on the move, and it's a turning point this week at USF in so many ways. And as the video, we are just beginning. This is just beginning a new path for the supreme and ultimate excellence that we know we can achieve. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for celebrating today with us. Welcome to the Kelly family. We're delighted that you're here. And thank you all for being a part of this, and go Bulls!